Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zack.
We're back with a movie reaction. One of my favorite movies, trilogies of all times. Back to the Future. A lot of people think it's amazing that you've never seen Back to the Future.
I've never been attracted to the series. I would see snippets of it on television.
Yeah.
Never wanted to watch it. I
Well-
was never interested.
Yeah.
I even, in fact, it even aggravated me a little bit to see it. So,
Before we did this, I did want to say, you know, obviously the two title characters, right? Doc Brown and...
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick and Morty, essentially, yeah.
So Doc Brown and Marty.
But you're Christopher Lloyd, right?
Yeah.
And Michael J. Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've seen Christopher Lloyd and you like him because you see him in other things.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him really in anything but this, except Mandalorian Season 3.
When I was young, I saw him in The Addams Family.
Okay, yeah, I
And
haven't.
then I see, let's see. Well, Dennis the Menace.
Oh, yeah, I have seen him in that.
Yeah.
Because
He's the bum.
my wife was like, that guy is exactly like Zack Ricker.
Nope.
So you do know that Michael J. Fox suffers with Parkinson's. He's an advocate for it, and
He's still around, right?
yeah, he's still around.
Because Ali had Parkinson's as well.
Yeah, we'll get more into it as we watch more of them. I'll just say this.
Was he experiencing it during any of these?
So he started experiencing it in the third movie, and there's even a scene where he's kind of moving weird, and he didn't know why. No one knew why. And it's even in the movie.
Yeah.
And then he got diagnosed not too long after the third movie. So yeah, it kind of sucks. Yeah.
It does.
Enough doom and gloom. The guy who directed this, Bob Zemeckis, and
I heard that name.
he made some incredible movies. Some I haven't seen that you've seen. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, yeah.
He made that. He made one of my other favorite movies,
Bob Hoskins.
Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't really care for that one.
God, that's just sad.
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
Great moments that are very memorable. But overall, it's not a movie that I'd really like. If someone said, hey, like, there's a beautiful, smoking hot woman coming to you in Walmart, say, you want to come watch Forrest Gump? I'd be very inclined to say no. Because it's like,
Well, yeah,
I have to sit there and pretend like I'm enjoying my time.
I don't know how you can. I understand it not being your type of movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I'd watch it anytime it's on. I love Lieutenant Dan. I figure at least
That's what, yeah.
The greatest villain in all of cinema, not Darth Vader, it's her.
She was, yeah.
Yeah. But he made the movie Contact, one of my favorite movies. Matthew McConaughey, Jodie Foster. Did you in Beowulf? He did Beowulf.
That one wasn't very good.
Yeah, I liked it. I know you didn't like it because you liked the actual story more or something. Yeah, I read in high school, but I didn't really pay attention. He did Polar Express, which I've never seen. He did a movie with Denzel Washington called Flight, which I really liked.
Flight was cool.
Yeah. This came out in 1985. There's no other movie that could compare to it at the time, except Star Wars. People were comparing it. This is as moving and as transformative as Star Wars. It was weird because we both watched Stranger Things. I've reacted to it on my old channel, and this one, the most recent season with you. I can't remember. Was it the one with you where they run into the theater and they're watching it for the very first time? You remember that?
No, but that fly's going to have to die. Look at it. That's a bee.
A bee. Oh, it's like a wasp.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Should we fucking shut this shit down and try to get it?
Yeah. That's going to pester me.
We'll be back.
Zack, you pissed him off. Yeah. Good. He's down here on the other one now. That was a yellow jacket. Yep.
But anyways, it's the guy who did the music. I mean, you got to at least recognize the music. The music is, like, iconic. It was composed by a guy that I'd never heard of, Alan Silvestri. And,
Silvestri?
yeah.
Okay.
And this guy, this guy was mentored by Steven Spielberg.
The composer or the director?
Bob Zemeckis.
Oh.
Yeah. Who obviously went on to do other great things. So, anyways, guys, before we start, if you want to see our Zack's full-length uncut reaction, check us out on Patreon. We also have 4 weeks early access for our non-live shows, and we have other movies we're putting up. We're going to try to do more movies. Much love. We're going to jump in.
Officials at the Pacific Nuclear Research Facility have denied the rumor that a case of missing plutonium was in fact stolen from their vault 2 weeks ago.
Doc. Hello, anybody home?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Hi,
And
Doc, come here, boy. That is disgusting. What the hell is it?
it's a weird shaped guitar, kind of, now I look at it.
Just a little guy.
Look at the dumb shit you do when you're kids, dude.
Mm-hmm. I'd blow his fucking eardrums
Yeah,
out.
you figured it would.
Yo!
Marty, is that you?
Hey, Doc! Where are you?
I thought I found you. Listen, can you meet me at Twin Pines Mall tonight at 1:15? I know it's 5 o'clock, it's not here.
Yeah! It's 8 o'clock.
My experiment worked. They're all exactly 25 minutes slow.
Wait a minute, Doc! I'm late for school!
So we're starting out with bad music.
It's an oldie. I like this one. It's the composed music that's memorable. But they got some good songs there.
Alright, come on. I think we're safe.
You know, this time it wasn't my fault. The Doc said all his clocks 25 minutes slow.
Doc, am I to understand you're still hanging around with Dr. Emmett Brown McFly? You remind me of your father when he went here. He was a slacker, too. No McFly ever amounted to anything in the history of Hill Valley.
Yeah, well, history is gonna change.
I just noticed the neck wrinkles.
Yeah, I saw that too. It almost looked like a scarring.
I have a theory about that, but by the way, he's one of my favorite characters. Is that people told you for fry, Zack? Like if they're screaming your heart out.
We almost got canceled once, but it's because the drummer,
Yeah.
he knew somebody that was one of the judges, and they let us stay.
Really?
We about fucking closed the curtains on us at your school.
Marietta?
Oh, yeah.
They had metal bands.
They weren't going to let us fucking go.
Damn.
But you're good, Marty. You're really good. And this audition tape of yours is great. You've got to send it into the record company. It's like Doc's
Yeah, I
always
know.
saying.
If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
That's good advice, Marty.
Check out that 4x4. That is hot.
No Toyota.
Someday,
Does your mom know about tomorrow night?
Oh, get out of town. My mom thinks I'm going camping with the guys. Well, Jennifer, my mother would freak out if she knew I was going up there with you, and I get the standard lecture about how she never did that kind of stuff when she was a kid. I mean, look, I think the woman was born a nun.
She's just trying to keep you respectable.
Well, she's not doing a very good job.
That's a good line.
Raise the clock tower as part of our history and heritage.
There you go, lady. There's a quarter.
Thank you. Don't forget to take
It was like $5 back then. What about her? I didn't notice that was coming. I swear to God. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Let me give you the number.
If I was a dad, I saw that shit. I'd move your fucking ass. I'd,
Hey!
that one of those. Oh fucking shit! Damn it. 555. Back then, when you didn't have to do area codes.
Uh-huh.
That happened,
Glorious
though.
years. I know, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the days.
Line Estates.
A lot of graffiti everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't believe you loaned me your car without telling me it had a blind spot. I want to know who's going to pay for this. I spilled beer all over when that car smashed into me. Who's going to pay my cleaning bill? And where's my reports?
I figured since they were due till...
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
Oh.
Huh? Think McFly?
This guy used to treat me.
I gotta have time to get him retyped.
Me?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
What are you looking at, butthead? Say hi to your mom for me.
Biff just happens to be my supervisor, and I'm afraid I'm just not very good at confrontations. The car, Dad. I needed that car tomorrow night, Dad. I mean, do you have any idea how important this was to me? Do you have any clue? I know, and all I can say is I'm sorry. Believe me, Marty, you're better off without having to worry about all the...
Never liked peanut brittle.
aggravation and headaches.
Your Uncle Joey didn't make parole again.
It would be nice if you all dropped him a line.
See you later, Pop.
Woo! Come on, time to change that oil.
Hey, Marty.
What a fucking dweeb.
I know. We just keep watching now, dude.
When I was your age, I never chased a boy or called a boy or sat in a parked car with a boy. Like the way I met your father.
That was so stupid. Grandpa hit him with the car.
It was meant to be.
Something about those old cans, the beer cans, even the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just cool.
I agree.
In Mad Men, they're like Campbell's cans.
Yeah.
They're like real big and sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
Bird watching?
What, Lorraine? What?
Anyway, your grandpa hit him with the car and brought him into the house. He seemed so helpless. And it was then that I realized that I was going to spend the rest of my life with him.
Look at her. Look at all of them, you know?
Hello.
Cordless.
Marty, you didn't fall asleep, did you? I forgot my video camera. Can you stop by my place and pick it up on your way to the mall?
Yeah. I'm away.
J.C. Penney. Twin Pines Mall.
Out of time.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. In here you go. Sit down. Put your seatbelt on. That's it. Got me the car.
He's really good at being this really frantic, kind of eccentric guy.
Mm-hmm.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
You could tell they were put in there, top of the plane.
Yeah.
The temporal displacement occurred exactly 1:20 a.m. in 0 seconds!
Jesus Christ, Doc, you disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Then where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? I sent him into the future.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out! Einstein's clock is exactly 1 minute behind mine and still ticking. First, you turn the time circuits on.
Reminds me of
This one tells you where you are. This one tells you where you were.
Was it Endgame? Which one's the last one?
Endgame.
Okay,
Okay,
what's
Paul
the-
Rudd. So you mean Back to the Future's bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
November 5th, 1955. Yes, of course.
What? I don't get what happened.
That was the day I invented time travel. I remember it vividly. I was standing on the edge of my toilet, hanging a clock. The porcelain was wet. I slipped, hit my head on the edge of the sink, and when I came to, I had a revelation. This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Where is that? Is it? Yeah, right there.
I remember when this was all farmland as far as the eye could see. Old man Peabody owned all of this. He had this crazy idea about breeding pine trees.
That neck wrinkle's really bad too.
But I need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity I need.
Doc, did you rip that off?
Of course, from a group of Libyan nationalists. So I took their plutonium and in turn gave them a shoddy bomb casing full of used pinball machine parts. Come on!
I wonder what that liquid on the outside is.
Safe now. What am I thinking of? I almost forgot to bring extra plutonium. How do I ever expect to get back? One pellet, one ship.
That's me.
I must be out of my mind.
Turn the lights on now.
Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty! Holy shit!
I like how they're all just dressed like the fucking.
Like they just came over from Libya.
Yeah.
Don't stand there.
I don't know. Say a bunch of gibberish.
I forgot about that.
See if you bastards can do 90.
I like how he says bastards.
Bastards.
I wonder how they did that effect. Did they reverse it?
You have that suit on when he comes out of there. Mutating son of a bitch.
Shoot him, Pop!
My pines.
Yeah, Peabody. Yeah, he was trying to breed pines.
Yeah. Kill my pine.
Twin Pines Ranch, so, yeah. And turn into Twin Pines Malls. It's so weird to think.
I like that old grater. It's pretty cool.
That would suck.
Oh, yeah, it would.
I mean, I'd be freaking out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's dressed.
Yeah. And back then, everyone wore suits. Oh, I remember those. Dude, hell, we had those when I was younger.
Yeah?
Little spring things. They thought they were a new invention. Just recycled old one.
It's 55, right?
65, I'm pretty sure. I think it goes back 20 years. Maybe it's
55.
I think 55 is when he makes a flux capacitor.
That's what it was set to, though. We're going to find out here in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe I need to rewatch this.
Don't
Like,
make storefronts like that anymore.
That was like a yoga place, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the life preserving?
Say cool, man. What are you doing?
Just want to use the phone.
Yeah, it's in the bag.
Great, you're alive.
Has their occupations beside him?
Yeah.
Do you know where 1640 Riverside...
Are you gonna order something, kid?
Right, give me a Pepsi free.
You want a Pepsi, pal? You're gonna pay for it.
Look, just give me something without any sugar in it.
So Pepsi Free it was a thing that during the 80s and early 90s, that just Pepsi without sugar. I didn't even know that until I was older. I thought it was like back then you got free Pepsis.
What do you think you're doing? You got my homework finished, McFly?
Well, actually, I figured since it wasn't due till Monday.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey!
The fucking asshole with the glasses.
But one of these guys is a guy that you know.
I'll finish that on up tonight, and then I'll bring it over first thing tomorrow morning.
You're not too early. I sleep in Sundays. Oh, McFly, your shoes are tied. Don't be so gullible, McFly.
Okay.
I don't want to see you in here again.
Okay.
What do you let those boys push you around like that for?
Well, they're bigger than me.
Don't you know if you let people walk over you now, they'll be walking over you for the rest of your life? You think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in this slop house?
Watch it, Goldie.
No, sir. I'm gonna make something of myself.
That's right, he's gonna be mayor.
Yeah, I'm a mayor. I could run for mayor.
A colored mayor, that'll be the day.
You wait. I will be mayor.
Watching the birds, remember?
Yeah, it's a bird, all right.
Big old birds.
He's a peeping Tom.
No.
Stella! Another one of these damn kids jumped in front of my car!
Another one. Stella!
Take him in the house!
I like his voice.
Yeah. Like break his
Yeah,
hands up.
that's like,
Been asleep for almost 9 hours now.
but that is all the time.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
Safe and sound now, back in good old 1955.
1955. You're my mom, but you're so.
Just relax, Calvin. You got a big bruise on your head.
Ah.
I've never seen purple underwear before, Calvin.
Calvin, why do you keep calling me Calvin?
Well, that is your name, isn't it? Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwear. Oh, I guess they call you Cal.
No, actually, people call me Marty.
Oh. Pleased to meet you, Marty. Bye. Do you mind if I sit here?
No.
Fine.
No.
Lorraine, are you up there?
God's my mother.
This is Milton. This is Sally. That's Toby. And over there in the playpen is little baby Joey.
He's the pen now.
You're my Uncle Joey. Better get used to these bars, kid.
He cries whenever we take him out, so we just leave him in there all the time. Sam, stop fiddling with that thing and come in here and eat your dinner.
She has like a 1950s voice.
Marty, you look so familiar to me. Do I know your mother?
Yeah, I think maybe you do.
Look at the husband. He's clueless.
Like the dad in Stranger Things.
It's the other end of town, the block past Maple.
Block past Maple, that's John F. Kennedy Drive.
Who the hell is John F. Kennedy?
Mother, don't you think you ought to spend the night? I mean, after all, Dad almost killed him with the car.
That's true, Marty. I think maybe you should spend the night.
And he could sleep in my room.
I gotta go.
Dude, isn't it crazy? No! Alright, see you later.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. Parents are probably idiots too. Lorraine, you ever have a kid who acts that way, I'll disown you.
Doc? Don't say a word.
Doc,
Don't tell me anything.
Doc,
Quiet. Quiet. Come here from a great distance?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me. You want me to buy a subscription to the Saturday Evening Post?
Doc, I'm from the future. I came here in a time machine that you invented. Now I need your help to get back to the year 1985.
Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work at all.
Doc, you gotta help me. You were the only one who knows how your time machine works.
Time machine? I haven't invented any time machine.
Okay, all right, I'll prove it to you. Look at this picture. It's my brother, my sister, and me. Look at her sweatshirt, Doc. Class of 1984.
Pretty mediocre photographic fakery. They cut off your brother's hair.
I'm telling the truth, Doc. You gotta believe me.
Who's president of the United States?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan. The actor?
You gotta listen to me.
I got enough practical jokes for one evening. Good night, future boy.
No, wait, Doc. It's the bruise in your head. I know how that happened. You fell, and you hit your head on the sink. And that's when you came up with the idea for the flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible.
It's a late Kramer does it, kind of, you know.
Something wrong with the starter, so I hit it. Here.
Wouldn't that be wild?
Mm-hmm.
It worked! I finally invented something that works! Never mind that now. Never mind that. Why, that's me! Look at me! I'm an old man! Thank God I still got my hair! What on earth is this thing I'm wearing? A portable television studio. No wonder your president has to be an actor. He's gotta look good on television.
Whoa, this is it. This is the part coming up, Doc.
That's a pretty good point.
And I need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. 1.21 gigawatts! Great Scott!
Great Scott!
Tom, how am I going to generate that kind of power? It can't be done.
No, Thomas Edison?
Yeah. Tom.
I'm sure that in 1985, plutonium is available in every corner drugstore, but in 1955, it's a little hard to come by. Marty, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're stuck here.
I'm stuck here. I got a life in 1985. I got a girl.
Marty, I'm sorry, but the only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
What did you say?
A bolt of lightning. This is it. This is the answer. If we could somehow harness this lightning, channel it into the flux capacitor, just might work. Next Saturday night, we're sending you back to the future.
Saturday's good. I can spend a week in 1955. I can hang out. You can show me around.
Marty, you must not see anybody or talk to anybody. Anything you do could have serious repercussions on future events.
Yeah, well, I might have sort of bumped into my parents.
Great Scott. Let me see that photograph again of your brother. Just as I thought. This proves my theory. Look at your brother.
His head's gone.
Erased from existence.
You picked up my boy.
Sorry. That's Strickland. Jesus, didn't that guy ever have hair?
Shape up, man. You're a slacker. What has your mother ever seen in that kid?
No, Doc. No. I guess he felt sorry for him because her dad hit him with the car.
That's the Florence Nightingale effect. It happens in hospitals when nurses fall in love with their patients. Go to it, kid.
I have been looking all over for you. You remember me? The guy who saved your life the other day? Yeah, good. There's somebody I'd like you to meet. Lorraine?
Calvin!
I'd like you to meet my good friend, George McFly. It's really a pleasure to meet you.
How's your head?
Oh, good. Fine.
Oh, ever since you ran off? Isn't he a dreamboat?
Apparently your mother is amorously infatuated with you instead of your father.
Whoa, wait a minute. Doc, are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
What?
The only way we're going to get those two to successfully mate is if they are alone together.
Successfully made.
Yeah.
What are their common interests? What do they like to do together?
Nothing.
Look, there's a rhythmic ceremonial ritual coming up.
Rhythmic ceremonial ritual.
Yeah. I knew you would love Doc Brown.
You stick to your father like glue and make sure he takes you to that dance.
That whole thing was one shot for a long time, too. A lot of people don't know that.
What are you writing? Stories. Science fiction stories about visitors coming down to Earth from other planets. Let me read some. Oh, no. I never let anybody read my stories. Why not? What if they didn't like them? What if they told me I was no good? I guess it would be pretty hard for somebody to understand.
Yeah, remember? The music?
No, not hard at all. About Lorraine. She told me to tell you that she wants you to ask her to the
They did a
enchantment.
pretty decent job aging him up.
They really did,
Make
yeah.
him look like his dad.
Yeah.
No, you want me to give it to you.
Shut your filthy mouth. I'm not that kind of girl.
Well, maybe you are, and you just don't know it yet.
Get your meat hooks off of me.
You heard her. She said, get your meat hooks.
He's fucking huge.
You know, you've been looking for a pop. Since you're new here, I'm gonna cut you a break. So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
The Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
If you do not ask Lorraine to that dance, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. But I can't go to the dance. I'll miss my favorite television program, Science Fiction Theater. Science Fiction Theater.
Broke into the fucking house.
Baby shark, baby shark.
Who are you? My name is Darth Vader.
Just like disheveled.
Yeah.
Shirt's untucked and shit.
I have to ask Lorraine out, but I don't know how to do it. All right, okay, listen, keep your pants on. She's over in the cafe. Change your mind, George. Last night, Darth Vader came down and told me that if I didn't take Lorraine out, that he'd melt my brain. Yeah, well, let's just keep this brain melting stuff to ourselves, okay? Oh, yeah, all right, okay.
Imagine back then there'd be cigarette smoke in there, probably.
It does look a little hazy.
It does. That's what made me think of it.
Give me a milk. Chocolate.
Yep.
My density has brought me to you. What? What I meant to say was...
Wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yeah, look.
Hey, McFly! I thought I told you never to come in here. How much money you got on you?
Well, how much you want, Biff?
Trips up.
Now,
Whoa, Biff. What's that?
Bunch of goons.
Oh my God, it's a dream.
Yeah, I know. He might catch him, like just
I
by
know.
running, you know. Hey, they had some cool looking vehicles.
Look, yeah, that's back when things were just had a lot. Like it's like firearms back then, man. Everything had a lot of character to them.
Damn.
Just think like kids that I want to ram him.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking kill somebody. Oh no. Is it Manure?
Yep.
I'm gonna get that son of a bitch.
Where does it come from? I don't know. But I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, no, the hell of a thing, isn't it?
It is so unfortunate.
Let me show you my plan.
Like his coat. All
Yeah.
beat up and dirty.
Excuse the crudity of this model. I didn't have time to build it to scale or to paint it. Oh, thank you. You start off from down the street, driving directly toward the cable, accelerating to 88 miles per hour. Lightning will strike the clock tower, electrifying the cable just as the connecting hook makes contact, thereby sending 1.21 gigawatts into the flux capacitor and sending you back to 1985. All right, now, you wind up the car and release it. I'll simulate the lightning. Release.
His faces.
By the way, what happened today? Did he ask her out?
I think so.
What did she say? It's your mom. She's tracked you down.
Just track you down.
Marty?
Ah, Lorraine, how did you know I was here?
I followed you.
His eyes.
But I was kind of wondering if you'd asked me to the enchantment under the sea dance on Saturday.
I mean, nobody's asked you?
No, not yet.
What about George?
George McFly? Oh, he's kind of cute and all, but I think a man should be strong. So he can stand up for himself and protect the woman he loves.
Okay, let's go over the plan again. 8:55, where are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be at the dance.
Right, and where am I gonna be?
You're gonna be in the car with her.
Right, okay, so right around 9 o'clock, she's gonna get very angry with me.
Why is she gonna get angry with you?
You see us struggling in the car. You walk up, you open the door, and you say,
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her. You really think I ought to swear?
yes, definitely, God damn it, George, swear.
I wish I wasn't so scared.
George, there's nothing to be scared of. All it takes is a little self-confidence. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
I just feel like if he makes a move on her, she's going to accept it. She's already trying to put the boobs on him, putting her hand on his leg and shit.
Yeah. Maybe they're just more conservative back then.
Seems like a bad assumption because
she's
already obviously physically been
yearning
pretty forward.
Yearning for
yeah.
Yeah, she's been very forward.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard waiting 30 years before I can talk to you about everything that's happened in the past few days. I'm really going to miss you, Marty.
I'm really going to miss you.
Crazy to think about how he would have that information and have to wait to a certain time.
You're Dr. Brown. On the night that I go back in time,
You die.
shot by terrorists.
Evening, Dr. Brown. What's with the wire?
Oh, just a little weather experiment.
What you got under here?
Don't touch that. Some new specialized weather sensing equipment.
Well, got a permit for that?
Of course I do.
Of course I do.
Just a second. Let me see if I can find it here.
You bribing him?
Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta.
You mind if we park for a while?
That's a great idea. I'd love to park. Well, Marty, I'm almost 18 years old. It's not like I've never parked before.
What?
Marty, you seem so nervous. Is something wrong?
Lorraine, what are you doing?
I swiped it from the old lady's liquor cabinet.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't drink.
Why not?
Because you might regret it later in life.
Don't be such a square. Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Geez, you smoke too?
Marty, you're beginning to sound just like my mother. Marty, why are you so nervous?
Have you ever been in a situation where you knew you had to act a certain way, but when you got there, you didn't know if you could go through with it?
Oh, I think I know exactly what you mean. You know what I do in those situations?
What?
Hey, don't worry.
His face.
I don't know what it is, but when I kiss you, it's like I'm kissing my brother. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
It makes perfect sense.
Something's coming.
Biff. Yep.
You caused $300 damage to my car, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna take it out of your ass.
Let him go, Biff. You're drunk.
Well, looky what we have here. No, stay right here with me. Well, go on, this ain't no peep show.
You and your goth cronies back in the day, Zach?
Yeah, goth cronies.
That's for messing up my hair.
What the hell are you doing in my car?
Hey, beat it, spook. This don't concern you. Look, I don't want to mess with no reefer addicts, okay?
You don't need my
Hey, you. Get your damn hands off.
Oh, I think you got the wrong car, McFly.
George, help me, please.
Just turn around, McFly.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
No, Biff. You leave her alone.
Fucking manned up right there, didn't he?
You're asking for it, and now you're gonna get it.
Leave him alone. Let him go. Let him
go.
That's a fucking hit.
Yeah.
That's George McFly?
Still disappearing. That was awesome, though, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
You gotta get back in there and finish the dance.
Hey, man, look at Marvin's hand. He can't play with his hand like that, and we can't play without him.
Yeah, well, look, Marvin, you gotta play.
Hey, man, the dance is over. Unless you know somebody else that can play the guitar.
There's so many loops in this that are closed.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, man.
Douchebag.
Shermanator from American Pie.
Mm-hmm. Come on, you've already knocked out fucking Biff tonight.
Yeah.
This is this asshole.
He's like evil. You remember that kid for the rest of your life.
You would.
All right, guys, listen to this blues riff and B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
This is Johnny Be Good, isn't it?
Yeah, and he does a great performance here. Imagine people flipping each other. That didn't happen when I was in school.
Isn't this Chuck Berry?
I don't know who sings it.
Yeah, Chuck Berry.
See, I never knew that. But yeah, that's another loop I didn't know about. Or maybe I did, I just forgot.
Down the bass, just like...
Kids of the 50s, man. They made us fucking nuts.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
I want to thank you for all your good advice. I'll never forget it.
Good luck, you guys. Oh, if you guys ever have kids, and one of them, when he's 8 years old, accidentally sets fire to the living room rug, go easy on him.
See, I don't know if I'd mention any of that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like, sometimes I could just put a woman off,
Mhm.
too. Like, fuck kids. They ain't fucking having goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what if they named the first son after him?
Yeah. Fuck it all up.
Yeah.
Damn. You're late. You had no concept of time.
The old man really came through. It worked. He laid out Biff in one punch. I didn't know he had it in him. He's never served a Biff in his life.
Ever?
No, why? What's the matter?
All right. Let's set your destination time. Send you back at exactly the same time. It'll be like you never left.
Thanks.
Thank you.
They did a really good job with ADR.
Mm-hmm.
In about 30 years. What's the meaning of this?
Find out in 30 years.
It's about the future, isn't it? The consequences could be disastrous.
That's a risk you're gonna have to take. Your life depends on it.
I refuse. Thanks, God. You get the cable. I'll throw the room down.
Right, I got it.
They had to move so fucking quick. We only had 7 minutes.
Yeah.
They already wasted 2 of it talking.
The time works out in real time pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, obviously movie time kind of flows faster. He's really animated. I mean, you might just attract the lightning to be up there, right?
Damn it, Doc. Why did you have to tear up that letter? We had more time. I got all the time I want. I got a time machine. I could just go back early. Okay, 10 minutes ought to do it.
I'll give myself a little more room.
Circuits on.
I know he says it's an industrial strength or industrial cable, but Lord.
Oh, he's in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, too.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, fucking... It just now occurred to me. He's the judge. He's the villain.
Oh. He's got this great, youthful, like, crack to his voice.
Mm-hmm.
That makes the character for me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The fuck didn't you loop it over,
Yeah,
Marty?
you didn't take the limb off of it.
My favorite in this movie when he does that.
Later.
Yep.
Crazy drunk driver.
Everything looks great. 1:24. I still got time. No. No, not again. Come on. Come on.
Libyans.
The thing is, like, how do they even know where to find him down there?
I don't know. They just got some information, I guess. Yeah. Lone Pine Mall now instead of Twin Pines. That little twinkle sound.
Mm-hmm.
You're alive. Bulletproof vest. How did you know? I never got a chance to tell you.
Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Not all that talk about screwing up future events.
Well, I figured. What the hell?
So how far ahead are you going?
About 30 years. It's a nice round number.
Look me up when you get there, all right? This will be about 47.
I will.
Oh, and watch that re-entry. It's a little bumpy.
You bet.
The only problem is I feel like you don't know what's going to be there in 30 years.
Yeah.
Like you just run into this and shit.
It is true.
I have fallen asleep like that. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking.
Well, if Paul calls me, tell him I'm working at the boutique late tonight.
Greg or Craig called you just a little while ago.
See the difference?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need a rematch.
Oh, a rematch. Why? Were you cheating? Hello.
Look how handsome he looks now.
He just looks like he's...
Yeah.
Mom, you look so thin.
Thank you, Marty. George. Oh, Marty, I almost forgot Jennifer Parker called.
Oh, I sure like her, Marty. She is such a sweet girl. Isn't tonight the night of the big date?
Well, Mom, we talked about this, but how can I go to the lake? Car's wrecked.
Wrecked? Sure, the car's fine.
Why am I always the last one to know about these things?
See, there's Biff out there waxing around.
He's going to go into Squid Games. Look at him.
I want to make sure that we get 2 coats
He's balding.
not just 1.
Just starting on the second coat.
Yeah, Biff, what a character. Trying to get away with something.
Mr. McFly just arrived. Oh, hi, Marty. I think it's your new book.
Honey, your first novel.
Like I've always told you, you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
Marty, here's your keys. You're all waxed up, ready for tonight.
Keys.
How about a ride, mister?
Jennifer.
Marty, you've got to come back with me.
Where?
Back to the future. Go ahead, quick, get in the car.
No, Doc, I just got here, okay?
If Ford finds about this, he'll send some guy to kill you.
It's your kids, Marty. Something has got to be done about your kids.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Well, we're going. We don't need roads.
Yeah.
Upgraded it in the future.
Yeah. Alright. Guys, that was was Zach's reaction. I've seen this. I love these movies. This actually is not my favorite out of the 3.
Okay.
What did you think? You watched it as a 37-year-old.
Yeah.
Take that into perspective, but you never were attracted to the idea of watching it. Did you like the movie?
I think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not something I could see myself going out and buying.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. What did you like about it?
I mean, I like Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
To begin with, so an actor that I like usually sells a movie pretty well, even if it's a poor movie, which this wasn't a poor movie. So
yeah.
It was a good movie. It was well done. It was, it was humorous.
Yeah.
The women were cute.
Yeah.
So what's to complain about?
I like that perspective.
So I don't know. I didn't take a lot of notes that were probably worth talking about. The Uncle Joey part was funny.
Yeah, make it easy bars, kid. What an encouraging thing to say. Right?
So he says, how does he fucking say it? Oh, the mom. He just loves it in there.
Yeah.
You're going to take it out. He cries.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
There are so many things when he comes back that I don't remember. Like there's signs that are changed that are pertinent to the story.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched the movie since I learned about the twin pines and then the solo pines.
Okay.
So I got to see it actually. I heard about that.
The Florence Nightingale effect.
Yeah.
So that's not something I think I've heard about it before. But...
So there's a movie with Ralph Fiennes when he's younger.
We talked about it once.
Seinfeld, like one of the great shows we've watched, like making fun of it. It was one of those things they didn't like it just because everyone else loved it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can't remember what it's called, but it's in the desert, right? Or some part of it is.
I thought it was like during World War I or II or something.
Yeah, and I can't remember the name. I remembered it last time we talked about it because I brought it up.
Yeah.
It just happened to occur to me. I remember seeing the trailer for the film, but I've never actually seen the film.
Yeah.
It's, the rhythmic ceremonial ritual.
Yeah. So there's a lot to be mined about Doc Brown, and actually there is a Telltale Games. They make incredibly amazing point-and-click adventures, which were a staple of gaming. It's a genre of gaming that was kind of not pioneered, but Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they made a bunch of different games. Lucas decided he didn't just want to make Star Wars games. They tapped into a bunch of different types of games. They made some award-winning point-and-click adventures, which is literally like people talking on a screen, and you have a room, and you got to point and click on where you want to go, and you got to pick the dialogue to advance the story.
It's kind of like, there have been recent games like that because my daughter has played them.
Yeah, so they've made a comeback, thankfully, because of Telltale. Telltale decided they wanted, in the first games series they made, it was not a series, it's a game with multiple episodes, Back to the Future. It's a sequel to the third game, and it's really good. Like, they get a bunch of like really, really great voice actors. They bring back Michael J. Fox and whatever his name is.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, they play roles in it as well because they kind of sound a lot different now.
Yeah. And Biff.
Yeah.
Just a fucking douchebag.
Biff. So yeah, Biff, like, yeah. I mean, he's like, when you watch this in 2024, it's like thinking, it's like almost like, what were they thinking making him do that? But because it turns him from like probably in the 80s, like, this is a scummy guy, to like, dude, like,
he's gonna rape her.
Fuck this guy, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's an absolute piece of shit. He tried to kill him.
Yeah, tried to kill him.
And he tried to rape the woman.
Yeah,
he's off the fucking chain.
Yeah.
Man. So we'll make like a tree. I like that because it reminded me of Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
You're gonna say make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, there were two references to how he's kind of an idiot. That was one of them, and there was another one. And like I
wonder if that was brought like Boondock Saints. If when they made that movie, they're like, you know what?
They might have
throw that in there.
They might have. But what do you think of Christopher Lloyd's performance and just everything they put into his character? Like, he has his mansion, and that the story is, and you got to kind of go offline to look up some of this stuff. His father was a great man, and he kind of inherited a fortune, and he never really did anything with his life because he was an inventor, and he kept inventing things that didn't work. And he has that mansion, but most of the time he's in his garage inventing things next door.
He's working.
Yeah, so that's kind of like where his little place is.
I like that about him.
Yeah.
I like his performance, of course. I mean, he always has a very animated performance. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which maybe we should watch on here because you've never seen it.
I've never seen that.
That could be the trade. We can trade blows that way. You maybe sit through this. So.
But you liked it. I'm sure I'll love...
Roger Rabbit's a completely different movie, though. I mean,
I'm sure I'll like it.
Living animation and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll like it.
But it's very, very cartoonish. And, it was big for me when I was a little kid. I remember really liking it. Either way.
Yeah, but
he's a very animated performance, and it's always very enjoyable.
Yeah.
To see him. He's not necessarily as animated or goofy as a Jim Carrey type.
Yeah.
But it's a little, I don't know. For him, it just sells well.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes.
When he screamed, like when they got unplugged again.
But it reminds me of Marv.
Yeah. They're similar.
The Home Alone movies.
Similar.
High pitched.
Yeah. Yeah, and they even have a similar build.
Wow. Tall and lanky. So Johnny Be Good, Chuck Berry, great song. I've heard Lemmy from Motorhead. He's covered it before, so it's always cool to hear that. And they did a good version on here.
Yeah,
was that Fox playing?
So
singing?
That wasn't him. I'm very sure that wasn't him playing or singing. Okay. But they did it over and over again because he did
to mimic it.
Yeah, like he does a good job mimicking it. He lip syncs it fantastically.
Mm-hmm. It definitely didn't sound like him.
No, it didn't really sound like him. But it was convincing.
My biggest question, and I know it doesn't really matter in terms of
I bet it does.
Time frame. What?
I bet it does. I think I read the end of the question, but go ahead.
Yeah. So the parents are different.
Yeah.
When he comes back.
Yeah.
So how much more has changed? Jennifer, how much has she changed?
That's a good question. So
is it the same Jennifer? When you're that young, I don't know. It was never, I guess, more experience of mine, but you can probably answer this a little better from your experiences. But how invested are you in that other person?
Well, usually the girl is less invested than a guy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though, in terms of who they are, and because you're not even, technically speaking, you're not even a fully developed person yet.
No, you're not.
But either way, how invested are you in who that person is? Because he could just be, in love with her in terms of whatever the fucking, type of Greek word that is. But basically the
eros.
Yeah, so he's into her because she's sexually attractive.
Yeah.
And they, kind of just more or less vibe well together.
Yeah,
they're not scissoring, but they're vibing well together.
All we can assume is it looks like they have a great relationship that's built a little bit on communication, trust, and she's encouraging him.
Yeah, you noticed that in the beginning, at least before he goes back in time, with him looking at those girls in the yoga outfits.
Yeah.
And her kind of turning him around like, okay, come on. And
Yeah.
so,
and she,
to me,
which
a lot
means
of women
she's understanding.
A lot of women don't, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If he was being a little more respectful of that, he wouldn't just blatantly stare.
So,
At the same
I think
time.
the in-universe answer is his parents is, he had pretty much the same experiences growing up, but his parents had very different experiences. So his relationship with her might have been the same.
Yeah.
But I know if you work that back, you're thinking, well, if his parents were much different, they would have raised him differently, and he wouldn't have been that unconfident guy.
Yeah.
Because his dad's a confident guy, and he would have. And this doesn't always happen, but it's clear that the parents have changed, and he and Jennifer, they're similar enough. But what your question is a very question that Eric Stoltz, he was originally Marty, and he filmed about a third of the movie with him. And there's footage, like scene by scene, and he looks the same as Michael J. Fox. He gives like a really good performance. That they were far enough in the movie, and they were just like, this kid isn't working. And there's an interview. It might be on the DVD special. It might have been Bob Zemeckis, or it might have even been what's his name? Not Tom Hanks. Steven Spielberg, who produced this, saying to Eric Stoltz, like when he was looking at the script. This is when they kind of knew, like, this kid tonally might not have understand what they're trying to do with the movie. He was like, after he put the script down, he had the saddest look on his face. And they're like, what's going on? Hell of an ending. Like, yeah, but this isn't his life. These aren't his parents. Like, he doesn't know these people. That's not their son.
So he's too smart for the fucking script, basically.
Well, they were just like, we know that, but it's just not that type of movie. Like, you're taking it too seriously. That was their thing.
Yeah.
And I guess he just didn't work. Like, it didn't work, and I guess he felt like he was going to get fired. He knew it, and eventually he did. But it was the most amicable thing. He understood. He's like, okay, I understand. And obviously he went on to be successful as well. And there was no
He was in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, and there was no heart. Oh, yeah, you're right. He was a guy in the diner. Yeah, right?
No. That was...
Oh, fuck, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's like a...
Fuck, he was in Hateful Eight. He's fucking...
Yeah.
He was also in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
What the fuck was his name?
Tim
Roth.
Yeah.
Tim Roth was that guy, but Stoltz was the guy at the drug house.
Yes. Adrenaline, yeah. Oh, yeah, he was great in that. And he went on to have a great career, and he has nothing but good things said about this movie. They made the right choice, because I couldn't imagine anyone but Michael J. Fox playing him. But because they originally wanted Michael J. Fox, but he was doing a TV show at the time, and the network just wouldn't let him go. So basically, Michael J. Fox, for about 6 months, or I don't know however long it took to make this movie, he was sleeping 2 hours a night, filming pretty much nights and all kinds of, because there's a lot of night scenes in this movie, if you notice as well. But was working nonstop on that show and this movie, and he talked about how about killed him.
Yeah.
Doing it, but he did it obviously, and it was a sensation, and in the name he made the second and third one as well. But you are right, that is something that I thought about even as a little kid.
Well, and Rick and Morty obviously draws very obvious parallels from the show, but they handle that end a little better than do his comedy spin on a lot of it.
Yeah.
But that's just something that occurred to me. So it's
yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a different life. I mean,
different people, different life, different events have occurred. Like, even though they went back and tried to rectify some of that so they can exist, they would be different people.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always taken like, well, this is his dad. He loves who raised him. Like that dad did raise him.
Yeah.
But he's just a better dad, a better man, better husband. But you know what I mean? That's just.
But Marty would be changed too, though.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like you would think that's how it would be, but the idea because he jumped outside of time to this timeline, like he would retain all those memories.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah, but so that's. I mean, because it's all theoretical, but like what I just explained to you is because what you just explained, obviously that is a version of time theory, and the version I just gave you, that is like another worlds theory combined with another theory.
Yeah.
So
it's called mini worlds theory, right?
Oh, or a mini worlds theory, right?
I think.
Yeah, but the idea that he stepped out of time and he wasn't affected, essentially, he retains his memories from his previous life. In the mini worlds theory, I think he would have also gotten new memories. Yeah, but I don't know if he does. The show never addresses that. I think they just kind of want to steer clear from that type of stuff.
That makes sense. I mean, they can't really... They're not someone with what they were going for. It's kind of just like a family...
Yeah, he gets back. I mean, Doc Brown, he was like... I mean, obviously Doc Brown even acknowledged to the audience when he was like, never served the Biff ever, huh? Yeah. So he knew it would change a little bit. But the idea was just to get him back there, and his life is hopefully similar enough, and it is. It's just better. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but he said that in the past.
In the past, he said that. In the past, because
he knew that it was going to affect the future.
Yeah, he didn't know how.
But he didn't know. He also knew they didn't have time. To work.
It's almost like there's this big rectification and justice. Like Biff gets the shit in the stick in life.
Yeah.
His family, I mean, his parents, who probably were good people, but just kind of didn't have the right cards drawn. You know, I mean, given to them. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just like he's got a better life. He's got the truck he dreamed about. So yeah, that's a good question though. That's Eric Stoltz said the same thing.
Look at this guy.
Yep.
No.
Zach, I do not want a spider.
It's a jumping spider. He's not going to hurt anybody. Leave him do it.
They can grow up to be a big spider, Zach.
Jumping spiders don't get very big.
Yeah, I want.
You really only get about like that big.
Is he poisonous?
It's only poisonous if you eat them. Venomous is what you mean.
You're right. Shit. I just corrected my stomach the other day. You know, poisonous snakes. I'm like, no, venomous. I said the same thing you said, almost as smugly. Yeah, fine. Fine. Killed the wasp, but you won't kill the spider, huh?
No, because bees are assholes.
Hey, spiders are assholes too.
They're not always assholes.
This guy's not even bothering
You seen
me.
the third Lord of the Rings movie?
That's a very big spider.
Yeah.
It's a very different story.
I know.
This guy just hears me and he's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite line or scene?
Either the rhythmic ceremonial ritual.
Yeah.
Or the making like a tree.
Yeah.
Are some of the ones that stood out to me. And
Yeah.
you're too darn loud. There's a lot of it's, I can see it now.
Yeah.
The reference in popular culture.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, as far as moments go,
I really liked when George stood up for himself.
there were some tense scenes that when he woke up in
Yeah.
his mom's bedroom.
That was tense.
And she
There's
was
a
like,
very
coming
ten-
on to him.
Yeah,
and
wasn't it like this really brutal tension?
Yeah, it was.
That's not like
Because you got to
no
think
one's
about
dying,
that.
but it's so
as
weird.
a viewer, I can be like, yeah, she's attractive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's his mom.
Yeah, but you know it's his mom, and
Yeah.
just, so you're feeling what he's feeling.
Yeah. She's like,
it's-
Jesus,
I
no.
know. You know, I think it's funny when she grabbed his shit under the table.
He's
know?
jumping, "Ah!"
Okay, go, see you later. He's an idiot.
What did he say?
Comes from upbringing.
Yeah.
His parents are idiots too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, you ever have a kid like that, I'll disown you. And his dad was a peeping Tom loser, you know, and and it was like this nice circular thing. Anyways, don't got really anything else.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
It was worth a watch. I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I watched it when I was younger, I'm not sure how it would have affected me. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a good movie. I could sit down, watch it with the kids or something.
Yeah.
My youngest probably, it would take her a minute. You'd have to just put it on. You
Yeah.
couldn't ask if they wanted to watch it.
When I was a little kid, I liked it for different reasons than I did as an older. Like saying the Star Wars, my relationship with the movies have changed as I've aged. You know.
What was that the first Ninja Turtles movie? If I'm going to put that on, I just have to put it on.
Yeah.
Can't ask the kids.
Yeah.
Just got to put it on. And then eventually they just get tuned into it.
Yeah, you need to. Ninja Turtles, yeah. Yeah. You don't even need to ask. Anyways, guys, that's all for our reaction. If you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. And also, leave a comment down below. Are you surprised? Are you happy? Are you glad Zach liked the movie? Should we do Back to the Future 2? Or should we do Who Framed
Roger Rabbit?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I would love to see that. So maybe we can do that and then Back to the Future 2. Anyway, guys, we're out of here.